Hey guys, Keith here, with Ramshackle Homestead with Keith and Jen, and you see us using these little, I want to use the word cheap, they're not cheap, inexpensive Moras. They're just, you can pick them up on Amazon for around 10 bucks, 3.5-inch blade, and believe me, they're indestructible. And then you got, mountain cur puppy in every video we have, because they're like, we have an infestation of mountain curs actually, and we've sprayed and just, they just keep coming back. Let me look at them. Who would want to spray that? That is a cold-blooded killer in the future. That's a meat getter right there. Hear that? See? But anyway, back on topic. The little Moras. You have to clean the spine up on them. Everybody puts the 90-degree spine and put them in a vise, of course. File them, you get your edge, and then they'll strike, your paraceum rod until they won't. Like this one won't, because I use the living hell out of this one. So what I'm gonna show you today is just, if you're out in the woods, a quick and easy way without a vise. Maybe you don't have a file, but you've got your multi-tool on you. How to go ahead and put that spine back on, because it's the difference between that, like these that I make that have a good 90-degree spine on them, that. But you can get this one here, and you can get it cleaned back up in the woods where it'll do it with no problem. All right, to do this, you really only need about 3 things. 1, a knife where the spine's not so hot on it. 2, a stump or a log. And 3, and you guys are gonna love this, because we get the baton and knife, which it's whatever. But a stick, just stick your little blade in there. A couple of whacks, that's gonna act as your vise.
Give me a stick.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm gonna jack around and fold the wrong thing out.
You want me to get it, babe?
But, a little multi-tool where you have a Leatherman, a Gerber, or whatever you have, you carry, it's got a file on it. So, just draw a file on the top of that.
Probably as far as making the burr go a certain direction, you could pay attention to what handed you are, which way.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically.
Yeah, so she's a lefty. What she's saying, she's gonna put her burr on the opposite side, which is what I'm gonna do,
So
which is a good idea.
So I would want it on this side.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got it going right way.
Yeah, you got it going the right way. Which I'm not left-handed, so I don't know, but I'd say you would naturally do it that way, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I do it different every time.
One thing I do want to show with a paraceum rod, and I'm pretty old school. I'm more of a flint and steel guy. I'll spine a lot of the back of the knives that I make, they will strike steel. But if you've got a piece of flint or a piece of chert or something hard you can pick up off the ground, you don't even need a knife. I mean, a piece of flint is actually better in my book. If you got a gun flint on you, if you're out flintlock hunting, or you find a piece of chert in a creek bed, just pick up a hammerstone, spall a flake off, because that is clearly all that is. And that's every time.
I'm just trying to keep it 90-degree angle there.
All right, so one more way you can do this, and this gets back to kind of, I guess, the Captain Caveman side of it, kind of like with the flint and the paraceum rod. There's a reason Jennifer's knife has an orange handle. It's because she loses stuff. So let's say Jennifer has the multi-tool. Whee!
That's accurate.
It's gone. So I'm gonna take this brand new Mora and baton this little dude into the. There you go. See again, you get the baton. Isn't that great?
Yay, baton.
But what I've got here is a sandstone that's pretty flat. I mean, it's, of course, there's nothing really going to be too much 90-degree angle in nature except maybe a piece of quartz or something. But I'm just going to take that stone. And I'm trying to hold 90 degrees as best I can. Probably like 87.4, maybe.
That looks about right.
But I said, that's brand new. We just got it in the mail the other day. Replaced one a buddy got off of me because we have these things literally stashed in every vehicle, four-wheeler, boat, everything we have. Because, again, they're 10 bucks. With that, that's with a sandstone. I like the sandstone better than I do the file.
Yeah, it took less time.
Yep. And I mean, Jennifer's gonna lose my multi-tool unless I paint it orange, so.
You ain't wrong.
But that's just a couple of out in the woods hacks. I mean, of course, if you're gonna do it right, do it at home with a file and in your vise. But that's a way to get you back up and going. And don't forget, you can always pick up the piece of flint out of the creek to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good tips there. We're just, I mean,
Yeah, we're just
you're
full of it.
Plethora of.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Cliff Clavin. But I hope you guys got something out of this, and you're probably sitting at home shaking your head thinking, what a bunch of idiots. But, you know, it can't be wrong if it works. It might not be right for the way you do something, but it's definitely not wrong.
That's correct, sir. Well, this is Ramshackle Homestead with Keith and Jen. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe and like the video, of course, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We sure do appreciate y'all.
Yeah, take care.
We just wanted to tell you about a good deal that's going on Amazon with these Mora knives. You can get a 3-pack of them for $30, and then also we found that these are super handy and good for gifts and stuff, and for us to have lots of them and attach them to all the knives that we have hanging around. But you could get a 3-pack of these bayite ferro rods with the little cables, of course, then it just, you know, spins there so you can put it on whatever. But $10 for that. So overall you can have 3 of these sweet setups for just $40, 3 of them. But I would highly suggest that, and we'll have the links on the bottom of our page there so you can check it out too.